Okay. Now we design gas lift with the graphical method. So what is this design gas lift? Actually, we design where to install the gas lift valve in order to unload the killing fluid. Okay. So if you decided to install a gas lift in a well, so what you do actually, killing the well first during a walkover, okay, in order to well not flowing or not because of safety things like that. It is drilling stuff. So what you do is killing the well, and then you run in hole with tubing and accessories, including gas lift valves, and then you setting up in the bottom hole the tubing and accessories according to the design, and then later on you inject gas as you see in the movies of a gas lift. So let me one by one to just give an overview of what is going on in the designing how to design this gas lift before we continue with working in the class next 2 weeks, next week and the week after next. So and this is the what you call it, the data that we have in the gas lift. So in this example of a problem, and we should have this piece of paper, what you call it, linear paper, blank, and then we have this pressure traverse. This is an old stuff, okay, but usually what we have, you can use a software to get this one, like a pipe sim and a prosper, things like that. So you will have this one. This is the old stuff, but this is the basic thing that I want you to understand what is going on in the gas lift software and any production software. Okay, first you make this is the ability of flowing of a well, and then this is the, we'll go back there. This is the gas pressure in depth. So if you inject a certain pressure to the surface, so what is the pressure in the bottom hole? And this is the injection of the gas, the red one. Where is the cursor? Okay, the red one here is the gas injection. If you mix between the reservoir fluid and the gas injection, so this one is reservoir fluid. To mix with the gas injection, you end up with having, this is the mixing fluid. Okay, this is mixing. So at first you cannot flow it just up to here, but because of the mixing with the gas, you end up with having a certain pressure here. Let's say probably 100 psi, and then you will flow it up to 100 psi. And then after that, in order to get this one, because the whole well is filled with the killing fluid, okay, so what you do when the first fluid, the first injection is coming in, it's just lifting the killing fluid. So this is actually the gradient of the killing fluid, and then after that it goes to the second valve, and then the second valve goes to the second valve, and it closes the first valve, and then this is again lifting lifting the cooling fluid from the second valve up, and then continue, etc. And finally you end up with having by the time this one open, this one is closed. By the time this one open and then continue, this one is closed, and things like that. So we also later on will design how what is the dome pressure. Remember dome pressure in order to for the valve to close. And this is the one that we had before, and then this is how we finally we have a dome pressure here below, call it the below, and then we are able to, this is setting up on the surface in order to have the gas valve close at certain pressure. That's it, guys. The designing of the gas valve. So please read, trying to read everything until up to number 11 here. So we later on talk about it after we finish with designing the gas valve. So next week, please prepare a blank, please print everything that I will mention you later. Mention to you later.